This is Lee Sterling of ParamountSports.com, and today I'm going to break down a team a lot of people have some real high expectations for this year. It's the Utah Running Utes. Now, before I break down and predict Utah, if you're interested getting involved with Paramount Sports, just go to the website. 27 winning seasons, all the different specials each week, month, and year. Love to have you on for the ride. ParamountSports.com. Now, Utah Running Utes. Last year, boy, did they finish strong. I think 3 of the last 4 games, they scored 38 against Oregon. I think they might have played someone else and then came back and played Oregon in the Pac-12 championship game. Put up another 38 points on them, and then 45 on Ohio State in a 48-45 loss where they were taken down at the last second. And they have some, quarterback play started off not good at all. They had Brewer, who came over from Baylor, looked like he was their guy, didn't get the job done. Finally, Cameron Rising just finally lived up to expectations. 20 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions on the season. They had a bunch of running backs, and finally they had someone emerge, Tavion Thomas, over 1,100 rushing yards. He was the bell cow. And tight end Brant Coote, 50 receptions and 6 touchdowns. Those 3 guys are really strong. They don't really have a great receiving core. I think they're average at best there. But what I do like is they're building some depth. Their backup quarterback, watch the spring game, Jaquindon Jackson, he looked really good. He is a dual threat quarterback and might surprise some people. So this might be a team, if Cameron Rising gets hurt, people will bet against, and I probably won't be one of them. Also, they have a true freshman running back named Jalen Glover from Lakeland, Florida. I think he's like 5'7", 202. This guy is not just built, he is fast. He might be running back 1A by the first couple games. He is that good. I don't see much of a drop-off there. He might even end up becoming the starter by midseason. He looked that dynamic. So if either one of their starters gets hurt, at quarterback or running back, I have no fear. But what does throw me off, and will throw off a lot of other people, if you just look at the numbers, you think that this is going to be an offense that can't be stopped. But the Oregon Ducks, Mario Cristobal, I think, was talking to Miami, and they just didn't play hard in either game. Looked like they quit, weren't up for the game. So I kind of discount both games, even though Utah put up 38 on them both times. And the Ohio State team that gave up 45 points, they had given up 42 in the game before that to Michigan, who didn't have a whole lot of big play guys, and they rested some of those guys, decided not to play in the bowl game because the draft was coming up, and they had 0 to play for. So I discount that output just a little bit towards the end of the season. Their defense returned 6. Defensive line should be good. Defensive backfield pretty good. Linebacker position a little questionable. They're going to have some guys step forward and do the job there. What scares me here is their schedule. They got to play at Florida to start the year, at UCLA, and at Oregon, who will be ready for them. 3 tough games. The total is sitting at like 9.5. They also have a home game against USC that finally hired a coach in Riley. They got a transfer quarterback from Oklahoma also, and a bunch of transfers. They're going to be really good. And they got to face 2 teams at home, 2 they even lost to last year, Oregon State and also San Diego State, who, seem to play them really well. So I like Utah, but I like them more when they're the hunter, not being hunted. So I project them for 8, probably 9 wins on the season. They just are not a real good favorite. I don't like to lay big points with Utah as a favorite here. I love them a lot more when they're an underdog. So we'll see. Maybe they'll lose a couple games early, lose Florida. Then we might look to play them some as they're an underdog or a little underrated. So just the way They seem to play better as the hunter, not being hunted. We'll project Utah with 9 wins on the season, a good season, but they don't win as the favorite, the Pac-12. So, like I said, you want to hop on board, love to have you. Just check out the site, ParamountSports.com.